Love can turn to hate and hate can turn to love. Fam will turn to foes and foes will turn to thugs. I'm trying to show you life ain't really what it was. Cause plugs can turn to bums, bums turn to plugs. I'm trying to go hard, ain't nothing lesser. I got 4 C's, I'm still trying to impress them. Pouring cocaine up on my dresser. Cause I'm stressed out to the fullest.
What's up, everybody?
But I really do this. I'ma talk my shit and leave these niggas clueless. I'ma show
Hey,
'em
listen.
God out this motherfucker.
My homeboy Jonesy got a new album coming out. Was out right now. It's currently on Spotify. It's called Grammy. I need y'all to go peep that real quick. I just played one of his tracks. It's a title track called Grammy, and then I played the next track, which is called Jonesy. Shout out to Bedrock. Shout out to my homie Jonesy. And he got some tracks on here. It's pretty damn dope. He got his son on here on a collab. And his son is pretty nice too. So please support your indie artists. Stream their music, man. Jonesy always you know what I'm saying? He always supported me, whatever it was I was doing. So I gotta return the love. That's what it's about. But y'all already know what time it is, man. It's time for the Random Talking Indie Music Show. And of course, if you don't know, it's your girl 759. I'm always on the scene ready to do my thing. But and as always, and Minx is always here fucking shit up. But it is Wednesday. So get rid of it. Yeah.
Laundry, so the laundry is underneath the Ethernet area.
All up on your shit.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Hey. She said
Can you have a what?
she wants to make her appearance.
You can have one, and that's it. She's like, "Can I get a fruit snack?" I'm like, "Really? You messing up the vibe for fruit snack?"
Before we get started, can I have a fruit snack?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're here. It's your girl 759. I'm joined with the Bronx Bully, the Beast from the East, with the gap in the teeth. It's perfectly okay, aka Merciless Minx, aka Mad Lake Minx, aka goddamn cat keeps laying on the Ethernet cord. Uh, it's my homegirl Minx Couture, Minx Contour, Minx Cuda. Call it whatever you want to call it. Just don't call her a copycat. Do they dig Minx or do they dig?
They better dig. I hope they dig.
If they don't, we got a couple shovels for them. So tonight, the topics that we didn't cover last night, you guys are in luck because we will discuss them today. Plus, we will also probably drop a couple of, I allow Minx a couple jewels per show. Don't want to give up too much sauce because after that, you're going to have to join the Merciless Cast, become a Patreon member on the first of the month, get your premium jewels for a low, low price. And please believe it's full of research and scam free. So whatever Minx says is usually 99.99999% right.
Or 99.98%.
What's up with that point two though?
Well, everything is based off of other people's research, so
Uh,
you know what I mean? Like you can't. I have my research, but then it's like I'm researching and gathering my data based off of other people's research too. So
we'll
that's
just
the trash part of it.
we'll just know you're gonna get some real gems. Also, head on over to minxradio.com for the Mix Show podcast. New episode is Friday. Yo, that commercial you put out, man, that commercial you put out, that was it. That was it.
Well,
Listen, if y'all don't follow her, follow Minx at the Minx Show or Mix Couture and peep her promo for her podcast coming up on Friday. That shit is fire.
that shit look like it's about to be on some MTV type shit.
BET after dark type shit. I said, look at her with the graphics and the zoom ins and all this fun shit. See,
Let me
maybe
tell you,
maybe you've missed your calling,
I may have. I feel like I should have always been in some sort of advertising or something.
like PR, media, and stuff like that. Like not necessarily behind the mic.
Yeah, like I don't mind being behind the mic. Um, but I feel like it's more fulfilling, the more that I learn about, you know what I mean?
Like behind the
Well,
scenes.
shout out to God Complex. God God Complex says post it on YouTube for the views.
You
Um,
should.
I,
You should. You
you
should.
really think I should?
I'm telling you, y'all, if y'all saw what I saw, yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Damn. YouTube it shall go. Thank you, Clarabelle.
And also, when you go to minxradio.com, always hit that merch tab, show your support for the Minx Show and her other numerous hustles. Get a piece of merch, rock it, support it. Let her know that you got it, and she'll shout you out on her stories on IG and all types of fun shit, you know. But
Yes.
speaking of merch, I mean, we have merch. We got shirts. I mean, we ain't got hats and
We
all
have
that
to merch
quite yet, but
more.
we do have shirts.
I would love to know where the hell my food is.
What did you get?
Boss, you know it's Wednesday, but get some more. Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna need for you to eat a peanut butter sandwich or something.
Man, listen.
You and
I just
Boston Market, they ought to sponsor you. We ought to get sponsored by Boston Market and and and
Boston
and,
Market,
and Philly cheesesteak
Five
sandwiches.
Below. Oh yeah, the cheesesteak. Remember the cheesesteak gate?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but what Boston Market, Five Below, Sweetwater, which I spoke to Sweetwater. They don't offer any affiliates yet.
Oh,
Um, and I was so pissed off I missed a webinar today that I signed up for.
you and your
Damn it, Nate.
webinars. You and your webinars. You never stop learning, and I guess I respect that from you because you never stop learning.
Actually, it was an invite from Feature FM. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Probably not.
Yeah, Feature FM is well, I'm not going to say I'm a spokesperson for them yet, but I've noticed that me and Feature FM have been, a nice way of saying we've been in bed together. Um,
Okay.
I kind of threw some clients their way, um, and pretty much Feature FM. I swear by it. Labels use Feature FM, and it's just a marketing tool, like for your music and marketing, advertising. Um, because a lot of people don't know where their fans are. They don't know if I was to ask any artist that has 30,000 Spotify plays or let's say 10,000 Spotify followers, if I was to ask them if they had the emails of all those people that, subscribe to their Spotify, they would look at me like I have three heads.
Like, why would I need all their emails for?
Yeah, why would you? Why would you? Um, but I tell you the link because the link I've been pushing heavy, right? Um, I posted it in my bio. And it's like Linktree in a sense, but this is Linktree and it's my URLs. It's kind of like that. But imagine that most people, you know, they have their music out there. They're only promoting Spotify. You know, everybody doesn't have Spotify. I keep telling people, yeah, it's the standard, but everybody doesn't have Spotify, and that's why you're not retaining your fan base. So why aren't you putting out links to all the DSPs that have your music?
I'm thinking it's because these artists seem to think that the more popular routes are the way to go. And once again, you go where the people are. More people will probably sit and listen to like your Pandoras and your Spotify before they go to Deezer or something like that. Now, I'm not saying that Deezer ain't it because Deezer is it, but when it comes to like
Overseas, yeah.
when it comes to popular DSPs and where everybody else go to, then that would be your SoundClouds, your Pandoras, and your Spotify, which kind of
Right.
it sucks for your Deezer users and other FM related uh, DSPs, but it's always you go where the people are to get the most quote unquote most engagement.
Well, God Complex. The only issue that I have with DistroKid is DistroKid is an advertising company, which is dope, but I just have an issue with them. Once again, you have to look at the politics of some of these companies. I read the politics on all of these companies, which I dropped yesterday about how Tidal's under investigation for inflating the streams of Beyonce, Kanye, and Jay-Z. Um, but DistroKid, I never wanted to use DistroKid for one reason and one reason only, which is if I'm paying $20 a year to release my music, why the hell is your branding on everything when I have my own brand? So you're basically paying for them to put your music in stores where you can use other apps like Amuse or whatever to put your music in stores for free. Um, but DistroKid is technically, like they say, the industry standard, and I don't buy that because DistroKid is actually in bed with Spotify, and Spotify is in bed with the labels. So they're always going to be pushing who they're looking out for. So I don't really trust DistroKid, to be honest with you.
I don't trust any type of distro company that has to put their brand on your shit. Like I
Yeah,
noticed that
I agree.
and not to really
And not
talk
to
about
really
them,
talk about.
but I noticed that uh, early on when I first started messing with BeatStars before I learned what they were really about. And when you use at the time when you use the free thing, you'll have your beat playing and then it says beatstars.com. I'm like, hold on, I didn't ask you to drop your Trapaholics mixtape ass tag on my shit. Nobody asked for beatstars.com. Like, no, 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 no. Take that off. But you could, but
Right,
you would have to pay more to take it's like a watermark of sorts. But my
right,
my tag is my watermark, so why would I need beatstars.com on my shit?
right.
They know where they are if they go to my website. If they go to my store, they see, duh, she's on BeatStars. 2 seconds in the beat, you hear my tag, and halfway through my tag,
You hear
beatstars.com.
you hear theirs.
Like, shut up. Nobody asked you. But,
Right.
uh, man, what
Thank
is.
you, Ben.
Shout out to everybody on Periscope, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Caffeine. Um, There's a lot going on. There's been protests going on in Kenosha, Wisconsin. They arrested a 17-year-old for killing two people because apparently
Damn.
because apparently they were quote unquote chasing him and he was quote unquote defending himself. But it was said that he came across city and state lines to do this, and I don't know, but that's called hunting. If you leave your domain, I mean, you're 17.
Yeah.
Why do you have a AR? Like, why do you have a assault rifle at 17? Like, why? Why do
Too
you
much
why do you need that?
too much Call of Duty. Too
Yeah,
much what's the other game? Fortnite, maybe?
it's just too much. Now, let me give y'all a little story here. Hold on. He came from Illinois.
Mm.
Yeah, from
So
Antioch,
this kid
Illinois.
came all the way from Illinois to fucking kill somebody?
Yeah,
People? To kill
yeah,
people.
yeah. His city is about 15 to 20 miles from Kenosha, just across the state border.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Clarabelle says the gaming world needs some new games. Yes, and I replied back, facts. Bring back some games too.
Yeah, bring back some old stuff and put it on these new platforms. I would love that.
GoldenEye
Ugh,
once again. No,
please.
but you know what? My this is the whole thing with that particular story that bothers me is that again I don't like to use race as a driving point for every little thing, but why on earth are we allowing people like that to get away with that?
I mean, I don't know. They had the police there. They had the Wisconsin National Guard there. They had plenty of protection, so there was no reason for one kid to come through there and doing what he did. Like there was no reason for that.
Yeah, I kind of want to go up to him and just say to him, are you okay?
you,
What
you
the
okay?
fuck
You
was all
okay,
that
hun?
about? You all right?
That hun be killing me. You okay, hun? Like, don't hun
My
me.
grandmother used to call everybody. My grandma used to call us hun, or people that she just didn't like hun. It's
Oh
like a
yeah,
insult.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, very much so. Bless
Poor
your.
baby.
At least down here, bless your heart is like a insult. If you perceive it that way.
Clarabelle just said that. She said, "Bless your heart."
Yeah, bless your heart. That's the one. Oh, bless your heart. You could take that one or two ways.
Yeah, insult or a real blessing.
Yeah. But when we say it, your ass is stupid.
Mm, 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 mm. Well,
Uh,
New York, I think. What did we say in New York? Yo, you dead ass? You dead ass?
like for real though. There's a hurricane Laura is hitting the Gulf right now. Texas is being hit, so please, if y'all have some loved ones out there in Texas, please call and check on them, cause I heard it was pretty bad.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured out what my issue was yesterday.
Yeah.
I, you remember I was trying to plug my phone up into the thing?
Yeah.
I was sitting there saying, I was like, oh, you know what? I figured it out. I was like, wrong hole. I was like, oh, that's why.
Wait a second. Already, we're not even here a good 10 minutes. You already. Uh. Oh, silly. Log off and try again. Laura upgraded to Category 4 Hurricane Unsurvivable Storm Surge Forecast for the Texas, Louisiana states. Uh, that does not sound good.
Clarabelle is it's way too expensive up here. Way too expensive. And she also says it's storming here. She's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, yeah. So they're gonna get some of that. We'll probably get some of that probably tomorrow. At least some rain anyway.
Damn.
Yeah.
And I had my whole weekend planned.
I mean, because as it stands for tomorrow, it's supposed to be like 93 degrees and hot as hell. But that can change at any moment, especially when these hurricanes come through. Because anything North Carolina get, we get a little taste of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we get hit. I always look at the ratio because New York, people have always said, New York, we don't ever really get hit with shit, right? Um,
But y'all right on the water, so it's worse for y'all.
what? Let me tell you, it be sounding like there's ghosts just going around this house. Ooh, the freaking dog be fucking freaking out.
Oh my goodness, I can't imagine.
It actually does sound scary at night when the wind is actually going through the because in between houses is like these little cracks. So they're detached homes. Like it's like our house and then there's a detached house here. So there's like a little alleyway that I always call the piss corner because I see bums, they think that that's a spot to go, to go into the alley and go take a piss. And I'm like, one of these days I'm just gonna pour boiling hot water
Don't do
out of the
that. Don't do that.
oh, yeah, you gonna get pissed, alright. It's
See,
just annoying.
oh, only up there, only up there. We wouldn't do nothing like that. We'll spray 'em with the hose pipe before we'll spray 'em with the hose before we pour boiling hot water on folks.
Boiling hot water. Oh,
That's
I'm
just
sorry, I
that's
was
just
washing
mean.
my windows, that's how we do it in the Caribbean.
Just
My
pour out,
bad.
just pour out the hot water. Don't care who it hit.
Well, they'll be happy that it's water and not cooking grease.
Ooh, or grits. You saw what happened to Al
And
Green.
oh, yeah, yeah, I love me some grits. Grits and,
Mm-mm,
cheese
mm-mm, mm-mm,
with eggs.
mm-mm. I'll eat the eggs.
You don't like grits?
Nah. Mm-mm.
Why? Is it too
Nope.
gritty for you?
I tried. A part of me, I tried to play myself thinking I was eating like cream of wheat's cousin, oatmeal's, aunt-in-law or some shit.
Oatmeal's, unofficial,
Twice,
long-lost relative.
yeah, twice removed on the father's side. Like I tried. Um, I tried it with sugar and butter. I tried it with salt and pepper. Uh,
Nope.
I've never she's I've
absolutely
never
not.
tried that Clarabelle. She says she likes grits with sugar. I've never tried it with sugar.
Some people do eat it with sugar. Some people eat it with sugar and butter. Some people eat it with shrimp and tons of other shit. I
Yeah,
just,
shrimp and grits
yeah, I
is
can't get with it. I can't get with
shrimp
it.
and grits. My mom literally went to I think it was either North Carolina. I forgot. It was one of the Carolinas. She went on a business trip. We were in high school, and she calls us and she says, You guys are not going to believe what I had today. So she's telling us about the shrimp and grits, and we're like skeeved out, like shrimp and grits. Like, that doesn't even remotely sound right. And she came home with the whole recipe and everything, with the bag and everything, with the shrimp and the grits. And I was like, I don't care, mom. I love you, but I ain't eating that shit. Nope.
Yeah, no,
Clarabelle
nope, I tried it.
Clarabelle says that must have been South Carolina. Yeah, it was definitely one of the Carolinas.
Yeah, they have a soul food restaurant I think in South Carolina that I've been to. I think it was a soul food. Hell, it could have been a barbecue joint. I wouldn't have known. It was free food. I went. Uh, yeah,
Mm.
they had the shrimp and grits, shrimp and cheese, grits and cheese, and grits and this and that. No, no, mm-mm.
Nope.
Just give me my cream of wheat, give me my good old oatmeal, and I'm fine. That's one long lost relative I never want to see again. I'm good.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But
Hold on a second. Okay, so it says, oh fuck. Hold on. Give me a second.
uh-oh,
Babe,
we gotta give her.
want to kill me.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I know why they didn't deliver the food. Right. Because it's for pickup.
Whoops.
Can you go pick it up? I'll keep an eye on Gina. These motherfuckers. I'm over here like, where is my food? Usually when I put it through, it comes right away. And then I look at the receipt and it says for pickup.
And they sitting there waiting on you or him.
Mm, but you would think somebody would,
No,
no,
no, no,
not Postmates.
no.
Like, no, it's Boston Market. I went directly to Boston Market. Oh my God.
One time I had ordered a pizza from Domino's and it was waiting. And I called them.
Oh my fucking God.
Please try again. And I called them. I said, "Yo, where's my shit? 805, right? Yeah. When y'all coming to get it? What you mean?"
But the thing that pisses me off is that I'm 100% sure that it said delivery.
Mm-mm. Your ass was just
But anyway,
hungry.
not even that. It's because, Gina was asking for food and shit. And I'm like, where's my food? I don't talk to no fucking catering specialist, bruh. Hold
Catering
on.
specialist.
I feel like I'm prank calling someone. Let's see if the wife picks up, guys. Like C100 and shit. Oh my Lord. Yeah, they're probably like, dub this bitch. I know I paid for the food, I'll tell you that much. Fucking almost $40 later.
Yeah, no, they're gonna give you that.
Yeah.
But what times is the store closed?
I don't think it's closed yet. Clarabelle says they're not. They're like, we're not home.
Like, yeah, no, we see this bitch. She knew she did wrong.
Hold on. Hello.
Yes, I can help you.
Hi. Yes. Good afternoon. I placed an order and I thought it was for delivery, and I'm looking in my emails and I see that it says it's for pickup.
Only thing we can do about that is because we don't have access to that system.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have to cancel it and then place the order again for delivery and pick the delivery option. It's like right at the beginning when you start to place the order.
But I already paid. Mm-hmm. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? Like, we already paid. Like, what do you mean?
Well,
Anyway,
Gino's gonna go pick it up, so you'll be eating soon.
it wouldn't make sense because the thing is that I paid for it. I know that I hit delivery. They fucked up. It wasn't me.
So what's she doing now? Check.
Clarabelle says
How
they'll.
can I help you?
Hi, yes. Good afternoon. I'm calling because I placed an order for delivery, and I'm almost certain that it was for delivery because I did it online. I paid for my order, and nothing has been delivered. And I just checked my email, and it's saying it's for pickup.
Alexis?
Yes.
Yes. It says pickup.
Okay. So can my husband still come and pick it up, or how are we gonna do this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can pick it up.
is it still gonna be hot?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll send him to get it. Thanks.
All right.
All right. Bye. You son of a bitches.
He told you that, but that shit gonna be like lukewarm at best.
I know. Babe. Yeah, he gonna get it. Cool. All right, we're back. Thank you so much for tuning into our shenanigans. As Minx ordered dinner, and dinner is not here yet. Oh, we're gonna do prank calls soon. No, they say it's there at Boston Market. Go pick it up. Tell Jeannie to come. Yeah, so we're gonna have our co-host. Our co-host is 3 years old.
She's so cute. She is too cute.
Oh, you know she got real nasty, right? I got to tell Megs when we get this. When
Ooh.
she I ordered the keychains. Remember?
Yeah, I saw.
She gets the keychain and she looks at it. She looks at the back of it. She looks at the front of it. She says, "That's it." I said, "Yeah, this
It's a
is the gift.
keychain.
This is the gift that Megs got you." She goes, "Oh, I thought it was something bigger. Never mind," and walks away. I was like, "Let me tell you something, because you don't need to be that way." But I keep forgetting to the Taurus. Yeah,
Oh.
come sit with me. You're gonna come sit with me today. Give me that bobo. We don't need to see that bobo. Oh, okay. Cool. You're gonna hang out with us while we do some work. Say hi, everybody.
She's in there. Hey.
She's like, "Hey, what are we doing here?" Thank you, guys. This is DJ Gina. She's our program director.
Yeah.
It's already paid for, babe. I just called them, babe. All our fans heard our conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said, "Look at those cheeks. Look. You see everybody's
That's
talking."
what I'm. It's the cheeks for me. Like those cheeks. I'm telling you, I am a sucker for a kid with cheeks, like fat little cheeks.
They came from me, not on his side.
Wait, how?
Well, these are my cheeks.
No, they're not.
Oh yeah. If I have, hold on. I think I do have a baby picture of me. And when you see me and you see her, you're gonna be like, okay, I see where she got that from.
Oh, you
And
must.
yes, we know.
You must have
When
grabbed
she
that.
gets nervous, she likes to have her little bubble to chew on. But we working on that.
She ain't nervous. She famous now. At least on here, she famous.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She's what?
Oh boy. Let's go ahead and get into these topics, shall we?
Yes, while daddy gets the food.
Oh my gosh. Yesterday we kind of sort of went over this whole Drake hadn't found his sound deal, and one of our viewers yesterday had asked a very good question regarding Drake and the fact that he uses, so many different sounds and this, that, and the third. But Akon says that he had passed on signing Drake when he first came out because at the time he used to sound like Eminem. But knowing what he knows now, he realized he fumbled a major bag. Now here's the question: would Drake still sound like, would Drake's music still be like it is if he had signed to Convict Music?
No.
He wouldn't be as popular, you would think?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Clarabelle says, every time I hear Drake, I think of Drake and Josh. Yeah, me too. When
Drake
I
and
hear Drake,
Josh.
I think of those two.
Drake and Josh. But yeah, no, I do agree because if Drake wasn't connected with Young Money, Cash Money, and all that, and he didn't have the people around him like he did, I don't think we would be hearing half the music to that caliber that we are hearing now. I'm
Hmm.
sure he'll still be putting out as much as he has, but labels the label matter. The people in that label kind of matter. And I'm not saying that Akon isn't, he ain't hitting on anything, but he's not Wayne, he's not Rick Ross, he's not the ones that people come to see.
Yeah,
So,
Drake. That's why when they were talking about doing a versus with Drake, um, I don't really think that there's ever going to be like a good, you know, contender, like, mashup with, like, who would Drake go against if we're being realistic?
well, let the Drake stands tell it. There is no one that could really stand up 20 hits for 20 hits.
Truly and truly says Drake versus Missy.
Missy doesn't have 20 hits. I'm sorry. She's been in the game for over 20 years. She does not have 20 hits, and I hate that mullet. That mullet bitch. Mm, 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 mm.
Well, Drake and I
I,
would say Logic or some shit.
who?
Logic.
Logic doesn't have 20 hits. He's got 20 songs, but he doesn't have 20 hits. See, that's the thing. And then also you have to take into account of all of these features. Drake has been on almost he's been on a lot of features this last year.
So then
So,
it would probably have to be like it's not going to have to be, let's say, male versus male. Clarabelle, I'm done. Clarabelle says Pitbull versus Drake. Just joking.
Pitbull doesn't even have 20 songs, I don't think.
Hmm. Pitbull.
That's the crazy part about it. I don't think there would be any formidable verses for Drake because of A, all the hits that he has, B, all of the features that he's been on. I mean, when it comes to verses, like in a conversation, there is no competition for him. Unless you say Wayne, and then that would be biased as hell.
That is true, Clarabelle. Clarabelle says he's a feature guy.
He's a feature guy. He's a hook guy. He's very. He writes what I call um, hook slogans because people take part of the hook and turn it into a new lifestyle, like the whole YOLO thing. Of
Hmm.
course, he didn't start YOLO, but when he said it, oh my gosh, then here comes the cringy captions. Living every day like it's your last. Hashtag YOLO. Like, no, no, no.
Well, if we're gonna look at it that way, if anything, it's all memeable. His music is memeable.
Yeah, very much
Can
so.
you can you stop? Don't do that. That's why mommy has to get a new one. You saw the red one I'm getting?
No.
Yeah, so this microphone arm, I'm gonna be doing that as part of the giveaway. So I already saw a couple of people hit me up and said that they could use a microphone arm. So this one is still brand new. It's just that the one that I saw on eBay when I was just like lurking, is red and black. So I was like, "Hmm, since my whole theme is red and black, I kind of want to have a red and black arm."
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
I have quite a few mic arms that are still in a box.
Damn.
I told you I had ordered two and they sent me like six.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
Shout out
Is
to
it the
Amazon.
tabletop one? It's not the tabletop one, is it? Or
No,
is it?
it's the one that the screws on up under the clamp.
Oh, the clamp.
Yeah,
I like the clamp.
I have some desktop tabletop ones too. What is Gina doing?
She's using my hair as like a little feather to tickle her nose.
Oh my gosh, she's too cute.
She always keeps herself busy. I don't know what it is.
It doesn't take much to make kids happy.
It doesn't. Hey.
Oh, speaking of kids, if there are any parents in the house, how are we all holding up with this virtual learning business? That like that, huh?
Look, I'm just glad that we're at an age where we don't have to worry about that right now. But she's probably going to be homeschooled. I don't think that I don't want her to be around anybody else's kids right now.
That's true. I can dig that.
And based on for what people tell me when I say I want to homeschool her, they're like, "Well, she's extremely intelligent." I'm like, "Well, yeah. I mean, we've been talking to her since she was in the belly. I mean, her and when we had our ultrasound, I still have this picture. It's the most creepiest picture I've ever seen. Um, the doctor, I guess she thought I was crazy because I would literally talk to her like full sentences, and we were trying to see what she was, and she would not budge. So they said, "All right, come back, another day." So we came back, and Gino says to my stomach, he says, "Listen, we had to wait 2 weeks for you. Can you just give us like can we see what you are? Can you give us a smile?" And I kid you not, as soon as he said, "Could you give us a smile?" She, in the womb, she went like
Just give
like
her a
a
big old
big,
cheese.
big smile, and it was really creepy. Like at first, me and Gino just looked at each other. We're like, "Is our child listening to us like already?" And
Of
she
course.
started talking before she was one.
Of course. Because that's the one thing before I go on. Shout out to PKSP Beats on Periscope. What's up? What's going on?
Hola,
What
PKSP Beats is my dude. That is my dude. How are you doing?
but yeah, when you have children, especially like Gina, who are around adults a lot, and those parents take the time to sit her down and teach her instead of just letting the TV, numb her brain and let her just play all day. The fact that you take the time and you teach her things and you're giving her words like when you said she didn't know what shivering was. Well, she used it in the right context, so she knew what that meant because she's heard
Right.
you say it. She's probably heard Gino say it, and as well spoken and articulate as you are, I won't be surprised that by the time Gina is 5 years
Hey,
old,
Drugs mom.
she's gonna be reading some advanced books.
Well, this is the thing. These kids today, unfortunately. Oh no, she's holding my Minx Radio on air sign. She especially when we go to the park and things like that, she gets frustrated with other kids because they don't speak properly.
Mm-hmm.
She's very quiet now, but she speaks a lot. Like she 100 miles a minute she's talking, and it's not even like stuff that 3-year-olds talk about. Like she came to me the other day. This is like one of those moments you're like, "Come on, Mix, we don't need to know this." No, she comes to me the other day, and she hears me say to Gino, I said, "Babe, could you?" I said it very quiet. I said, "Could you get me a pad, please?" So she comes and runs around the corner. "Mommy, what's wrong? You have a bleed?" I said,
Oh no.
"Well," I said, "Well, what you?" Is I like to ask her, "What do you know about that? Like, what do you know about?" She says, "Well, that means that there's no baby in your belly, so you have to bleed." I was like, "Oh, yeah, that is true." So she's like, so now every month she comes, she goes, "No baby brother." Yes. I'm like,
Oh damn. That is terrible. Now
"No baby
now
sister."
now let's keep it real. No 3-year-old should be even knowing, paying attention to, or caring about their mother's menstrual cycles.
None.
The fact that she knows exactly what that means, because I'm sure you've explained it.
Of course.
And see, that's the thing. You don't hesitate to explain things to her because she might be too young to understand.
She understands a lot of
And she
things. That's
understands
why
a whole lot. She is super
a
smart.
lot. That's why you have to like with her, you got to be careful about stuff that you say.
Yeah.
And yes, Trillian truly says she's in tune. That comes from when you were carrying her. Yes, and you know what? these are the type of kids, and there's a lot of intelligent kids out here. These are the kids you have to look out for because what happens is that they go to school, they're super bright, super intelligent, and because they have the dumb kids, kids that like to horse around and not be serious, they then dumb themselves down so that they can have friendships
Mm-hmm.
and people not look at them like, okay, you're like what they used to call me, a nerd. They used to tease me, make fun of me and stuff. But with her, I tell her all the time that, we're all different. We're all different types of people, and we don't laugh at people that are different from us.
Mm-hmm.
But she be roasting people. You saw how she roasts me.
Oh, what friends,
You-
mommy?
yeah, you guys, when we first started doing our show, she comes. This is before I was in my she shed. She says to me, "Mommy, Jerusalem, I guess there's gonna be some sort of battle rap thing. For some reason, every time there's a battle rap event, uh, the streams start messing up. So just refresh. You should be cool." That damn URLs.
Don't tell me we have to change our time. Knock her out. Knock her out, Gina. Just knock her out one. Go ahead.
Well, Clarabelle, usually on, this was a platform when it first dropped, it was specifically for, battle rap, conversations, events, and things like that. I didn't think that it was on that level, but then I fell in love with caffeine, so I refused to leave. I'm not fucking leaving.
What did I tell you? Get out of the drawer. The way you said that. How many times have I told you to get out of the drawer? How do you spell
I,
that?
Gino says to me, he says, "You sound like a straight up Italian in that video." I said, "I've been
You
hanging around you.
did. You did. How many times
How
have I
many
told you
times
get out of
do
the
I have to
drawer?
How many times do I have to tell you to not get into the drawer?"
Sound like Fran Drescher. Ugh.
I love her. She
Ugh.
doesn't talk like life, by the way. I met her twice in Yonkers. She doesn't talk like that at all. And we love the nanny.
I could watch it, but I can't stand to hear her laugh.
The laugh is too much. It's very nauseating,
But
but
it's iconic now. Um,
it is.
but
Yes.
but yeah, back to this virtual learning. Them parents are going crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
they are getting frustrated, flustered, flabbergasted, and all the f words. All the f words. I have a friend who is she suffers from mental health issues. Both of her children are also on the autism spectrum, and the fact that she has to sit there with them and try to figure out what it is that they have to do just jacks up her anxiety like times 20. And we grew up with computers, but when it comes to us, well, not us because I don't have any children, but when it comes to us teaching children, we blank out. Like, we didn't just go through 12 years of school and some college. We blank out when it comes to math, history. I blank out science. The stuff that I never paid attention to in school is the stuff that everybody asked me about. Like, I don't fucking know. I almost failed. I don't.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Right.
And now they're teaching these kids like this new way of multiplication, which is beyond me. But I can't. I can't. I'm the last person you should ask to tutor you when it comes to math and science. Now, English, history, spelling, I'm there. I got you.
But the problem is too is that a lot of parents are not patient. So homeschooling and educating from home is like you have to have a level of patience because everybody learns at a different
Mhm.
speed.
Mhm.
So at that point, this is the time that parents need to pay attention to the level of their child's able to grasp concepts because they may have a lot of parents, like I said, yeah, I told you the other day that there's a lot of parents that are in denial that there might be a learning disability that their child may have.
Yeah.
So that it's like like you're telling them that their child is like ugly or something. Like, no, your child has. I was a teacher's aide, and I used to tell parents, like, listen, little Timmy, you know, his behavior is not the best. He doesn't pay attention. All he does is, stand in the corner. He goes to the potty in the corner. I think you need to have him see a behavioral health specialist.
Mm-hmm.
And they would get so stop. Don't hit the keyboard. They would get so defensive, like, "Ah, well, Timmy does not do that at home." Like, well, I'm telling you what Timmy's doing in here,
Yeah.
okay? Because you tell them that they're doing something, they're not like grasping these concepts and stuff, and that they need to see somebody. Automatically, you're a hater. You just talk to me when you have kids on your own. And I'm like,
Y'all just trying to dope up my child and da 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 da. Listen, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. But when you know the symptoms and you know what to look for in learning disabilities, and you know that that child has some type of social issue going on, then yeah, you better be lucky someone's telling you.
yeah, because a teacher that doesn't care, they would not even mention it. They would just say, "Take your butts home. Let me have my wine and grade these papers,
Mm-hmm.
and live my life, live my best life."
And see, my mother was a preschool teacher for almost 20 years, and she's dealt with ADD. She's dealt with she's dealt with
They
like
are God complex.
social. Yeah, she's dealt with like social, kids that don't have a lot of social skills. She's dealt with children who couldn't even tell you what their mother's name was, how to spell it, where they live, like the basic stuff that preschoolers are to know by the time they go to school. The kids can't tell them. So she has to go to the parents' house. She used to go make home visits and give like quarterly updates on the child's progression. Well,
Jerusalem says, "God bless your mom, 7. I have no patience."
she does. She loves kids. She has all the patience. Like she loves babies. They alright to me. I was a teacher's aide once too.
She said, "Oh, yeah, they aight."
They alright. I love on them, kiss on them, and give them back. I don't keep them. Don't ask to babysit overnight. Nope. Um, but I was a
Oh, you
teacher.
gotta you gotta you gotta take a overnight for once. Just once.
Nah.
Yeah. So this way you can hear that it seems like every kid has like that middle of the night moment.
Mm.
With her, she will like bang her leg or her elbow against something and
She
she
look-
won't
she
wake
she
up.
looking at you like, why you telling my business? She was like,
It's
why
like
you?
this
She's
thing.
like, why are you telling people that? But
Hold on. Daddy's back. Yay, Daddy's back.
that's
Okay. Say see you later, guys. Take your bubble out. They want to hear you talk. Say see you later.
oh,
Oh,
bye, Gina. That my girl. That my bestie.
there you go. See you later.
She's like, Daddy's back. I'm out of here. But yeah, my
He's like,
mom.
Boston Market is here.
I used to be a teacher's aide, and I did that one time. Because the lead teacher had called in like unexpectedly sick.
Jerusalem. Jerusalem says, "Oh, that warmed my Grinch heart."
Did your heart grow two sizes too big? That was cute. She's a daddy's girl for real.
She is. She is.
But
More than I am with my own dad. I'm like his daddy's girl too. With him. If you were to see how I am with my dad, you say, "Minx, I don't think we should be friends anymore."
oh my gosh, it's like that. You're all
Um,
mushy gushy with your father.
yeah, like you would think, like people in the house think that like I have another boyfriend or something because
Oh
I
my
call
gosh.
him, I'll call him and he'll answer the phone and he'll be like sleeping. He'll be like, "What's up, Minx?" I'm like, "Oh, so now you know how to answer the phone. Because I saw you on Facebook today and you didn't like none of my statuses, okay? And then I saw you liking up my pictures, but I go and I text you and you don't reply back." He's like, "Minx,
Uh,
let me do the groggy voice. Minx, I was up until 5 o'clock this morning because this bitch couldn't sing. I had
wow.
to I had to keep vocal training and she just could not get it, Minx." and that's why I'm still sleeping now. I was like, I'm sorry, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
No, he really be sitting up mad late doing mixes and shit like that.
Hey, that's the career that
Yeah, but I
that
hated
comes
it.
with.
I hated it. I would come by the studio to say what up, and after school, and I come and I sit in the chair, and you just kept and he would just be like, he would never acknowledge that you walked into the room,
No,
and
he's focused. He
no,
can.
anybody, not even if God walked in and sat down and said, "Hey, your morph, time to go," he'd be like, "Hold on, do you hear that? Do you hear that thing?" I'm like, "What thing, Dad? What thing, Dad?" So he's playing it, and the girl's singing, and she says like, let's say "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star." She'll be like, the beat drops, and she, "Twinkle Twinkle." Did you hear that? I'm like, Dad, I don't hear anything. Hear it again. Click. Twinkle Twinkle. I'm like, Dad,
You're scaring me.
I don't hear it. What do I hear? No. He would then put it into a program where you could see the waves, and it looks like a thermal cam and shit.
Like
I'm like
audacity.
crying. Yeah. I'm like, Dad, I don't hear it. He goes, hear it again, and take the music away, and then twinkle twinkle, and I'm like, oh, you talking about the voice crack? Yes, Minx. Yes. I was like, but I don't hear it until you point it out. Like, I don't think an average consumer is, and he'll just give me this look like, bitch, would you shut your face?
Oh my god. Then why would you bring me in here and ask for my opinion if you're not going to listen to me?
He is a perfectionist. And that's the problem with working with him. That's why we would only get like one song done a month.
Damn. One whole song a month?
One whole song a month. When I was doing my album, I say he used to say, "You want to work on something?" Like, Dad, I actually have a date tonight. Uh,
Today's not a good night.
it's not a good night for me, Dad. He's just like, "Oh, come on, I have a great idea." I'm like, Dad, no. Thank you, Clarabelle. This is my show, the Mix Show podcast shirt that's on minxradio.com. No, he really was.
All of a sudden, she's from Boston. She said podcast.
Yeah, podcast.
The
Podcast. Yes,
podcast.
I definitely have music. I have music. You guys can head over to Minx Radio, and all my information is there, so you guys can find it. Minx Radio on Instagram at Minx Radio.
She's
But yeah,
everywhere.
he's a perfectionist.
As he should be. As
Well,
as should anybody be if they're going to pursue a career in production and knows what they're doing. You don't have time for no vocal cracks, no what they call it, the vocal fry. We don't have time for that shit.
nah, yeah, no one. Real professionals don't have time for that.
Cause he's like a homeboy off Hustle and Flow. Push that shit out, Nola. Hey yo, turn that fan off.
Oh, that's a good question. Trilly and Truly, very good question. Um, he asks, "Are there any major artists you want to work with?"
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, okay. You know, you got somebody in there.
I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you.
She's like, "No." I'm like, "Yeah,
No.
hmm right."
Now she give me the Nick Cannon. Actually, there are maybe 3 producers I would like to work with. Artists, no. But producers, yes. I would like to work with Timbo first and foremost, because you know that's VA royalty here. So
Yes.
I gotta work with Tim. Uh and Pharrell if they're both in the same room. Like that would be just oh my gosh. Pete Rock and probably DJ Premier.
Hmm.
I don't want to fuck with none of these little trappy ass producers because I do that shit myself. That's easy shit. But to get into like the hard, intricate shit is either Tim slash Pharrell, Pete Rock, DJ Premier. Honorable mention, Kid Capri because he's like my favorite DJ.
Mm, I think
Fuck them artists though. No, Absolutely not.
As far as let me see. And that's one producer I would love to produce for me. Besides you, 759. Um, as far as an artist, I would say there's only two. I actually three. I would love to work with well, John B. Of course. I love John B.
Go wring out your drawers and come back. Jesus. God. Ugh, just
So John B, yes, I would love to work with him. I would love to work with Britney Spears. As
really?
weird as that sounds. Oh yeah. One of my favorite genres to make beats for is pop. A lot of people don't know that.
Not
I'm
even
good.
not even Christina Aguilera, but Britney specifically?
Well, I have a song like I specifically like I was gonna throw it up there, but then it would be a Britney Spears type beat, and I just didn't want to
Oh no.
do it like that. Yes, truly, I do make beats. Um,
If Ariana Grande came up to you and said, hey Minx, I love your pop sounds. I would like to buy a beat from you. Maybe we can get some paperwork.
I'll be like, look, girl, your ponytail's too tight.
You know what? She needs to let that shit go. You feel what I'm saying? I've never seen her with her hair down. She could wear some twists. She can wear a bonnet. Hell, I don't care. Just give me something different.
Truly, I would say, as far as rappers, um, as much as I hate to say it, I would probably work with Drake.
The one person she cannot stand. How about
I
that,
can't
folks?
stand it. I want to work with Drake in the so far gone era. I don't like this new Drake. I don't.
If my production was top notch like that, I would want to work with Ross.
Mm, Ross, yeah.
I love his production. Oh my gosh! Like I don't care what the fuck he said. He could say something like taking a shit. He'll make it sound so luxurious and rich. Like only rich people take shits in bathrooms. Like what am I doing with my life? He would take the most basic. I'll go to the kitchen, get a glass of water. Expensive restaurant. I'm going to order. Oh, like bruh. He makes this most simple shit sound so luxurious. Like I am poor. I would love to produce for him.
Who says bid it talk?
Right? Yeah.
Yo, caffeine's comments is having me rolling. That's why I'm cracking up over here.
I mean, something as simple as going downstairs get a glass of water. He made that shit sound so sitting on a yacht type shit. Like, come on now.
Clarabelle. Yeah, we are all goofy here. Uh,
Yeah, we some
but
goofs.
I like if an artist is I would say because even for myself, I have people climbing into my DMs recently as which is weird on Twitter asking me about features. Oh, bidet. My bad. I said bid it.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit that one more time because you deserve it. You've been fucking up today.
Yo, I really can't fucking spell. I can't spell. I can't pronounce anything.
And we
My
just sat
pronunciation
here and we just
wrong.
sat here and commented on how smart Gina was and her talking
It's
to
like
her baby in the womb and
this
all
bitch is
this.
lying.
she, she capping. She capping.
Bid it. Bid it.
I did it. Bidet. How did he spell it for you? Beday. Pronounce
Yeah,
bidet.
he spelled it out.
Yeah. See.
Well, listen, this week, what was the word I said wrong?
Uh, recapture.
Yeah. I kept saying capecha,
Capecha. Capiche.
capecha, capiche. She says it's capture. I'm like, oh shit, really?
Like I can't believe that. I've been saying it wrong all this time.
Look, I try. I'm from the Bronx, guys. You know
Don't no
how
no 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 don't
we
put
under
that. Don't do
we
that.
under pronunciate we under pronunciate our words. Like I don't know what it is. Like if it's all long A's, like hard A's for everything.
No, don't blame it on the Bronx.
If
Then
it wasn't for the Bronx.
your ass would be in basement classes.
Oh, Clarabelle, yeah, there's been a surge of scammer calls, I've noticed.
I haven't been getting any.
None?
None. My phone I usually get like 3 or 4 scam calls a week, if that. My phone. Hold on. My house phone did ring once, and I looked at the TV because the call ID pops up on the TV, and it says 1-800 lost a puppy. Like, why are y'all calling me? I ain't got your dog.
Damn.
1-800 lost a puppy, and of course
They're
they're
probably
probably gonna.
looking for me. Minx is one sick puppy.
But 1-800 lost a puppy. What? Huh? I didn't answer it. I don't answer it at all. Because if you really need to contact me, if you have my cell phone number, then go ahead and call that. But I don't answer the house phone. What? Why?
That's what's up. Jerusalem says all NBA teams ain't playing tonight in protest.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, my question is, why now? Like, you could have been doing this during the Breonna Taylor thing. You could have been doing this a long time ago. Like, why wait till now? Not that I'm mad about it. I do appreciate the effort, but yeah, why now? I mean, your season's almost over.
And yeah, y'all are having a this is what I don't get, right? The whole purpose of protesting like financial situations, like, I'm not playing, is so that you could keep money, you know. No one is at these games. What who's not gonna get paid? The cameraman? Like what the hell is
The
this?
cameraman and the announcer.
Yeah. Like, come on.
Oh, and the
Yeah,
refs.
yeah, and the network. That part too.
Yeah.
But you gotta also, the way that I look at it, bottom line, I came to a conclusion about this whole situation. And I pretty much just said, they're gonna just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until we push back.
I
And this is
was I was I was actually looking forward to the Raptors Celtics game though.
oh yeah. We know. We
Oh
we
well.
know you, because you into what are you more into? Was it basketball or football? Which one do you like more?
Oh. Uh actually I like boxing. I like boxing over both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
Fun
we-
fact. That's
Clarabelle says y'all into sports while I'm literally watching Cartoon Network. Well,
um
I'm not heavy
yeah,
into
no,
it.
I have Cartoon Network on my TV like right when I turn it on and turn it back to my regular TV because right now I was playing my Xbox before I started the show, but when I turn it back to the TV, that's exactly what's on. I sit there and watch Teen Titans Go all day long if I could. That should be
Dang.
funny as hell.
Did you hear
I love that show.
that they're trying to come out with a Static Shock movie?
Yes.
Who is going to play Shock? Who's going to play? Don't say Nick Cannon, please.
Hold on. I think I saw some information about that. Hang on a second. Do 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 do. Please hold while we direct your call.
Jerusalem says The Rock because he's in everything.
No, he's going to play. No, The Rock is going to play a superhero. Don't do my man like that. He is going to do his who is it? Black Adam.
Yes.
Yeah, The Rock is doing Black Adam. I do know that. What was that?
Clarabelle says The Rock needs to stop being in everything.
Listen here. I can't get look. Listen, he owns the XFL now. Him and his ex-wife like are a power team, a power couple. They are doing the damn thing. I can't get mad at that.
Right.
I
But
can't
we
get
don't
mad
need
at that.
another. We do not need another Fast and Furious. I will say this. I will keep saying it. What are y'all gonna do? Fast and Furious, pandemic explosions. You know what I'm saying? Like mofos driving around with masks on, flipping cars over and shit with the coronavirus cure.
Ah,
Shaw, you had it, Shaw.
no, he's Hobbs. He's Hobbs.
Pops.
Yeah,
What?
he's
No, Gino's obsessed with these fucking shows. I'm like, yo, you've seen them once, you've seen them all, but we don't have the same ideas. Like it's like I'm all down with doing reboots. You know, give us something that we haven't seen yet. Like
there's
I could another Dick Tracy would be nice. I mean, give us
uh,
another Dick Tracy.
yeah, give us a black one, a black dick. There's no information on who's going to play the title character of Static Shock, but there's been some word going around that maybe Jason, no, it's his name, John Boyega might be, you know. Listen, I said what I said. If you're going to reboot
Hold
some
on.
shit, reboot some shit.
They're like, did she just say that? Hold
Yeah.
on, one second, guys. Technical difficulty. They taking us off the air.
Oh
No,
no. Oh no.
I mean, you know what? Who? You know, we never. Well, we had Inspector Gadget. Yes, we did. Give us Sailor Moon. We're gonna be talking
Inspector
about.
Gadget. Matthew Broderick?
Yeah, that was
That shit was
trash. That was
trash.
one of the worst
Ugh.
like adaptations ever.
That
Like,
was just that was awful. That was some ass. I did not like
that was
that.
the worst that they have ever did.
I didn't like that. If you're gonna reboot some shit, I would like to see um I would like to see either Denzel or Sam Jackson play Dick Tracy. That would be great. Of course, Quentin
Right.
Tarantino will have to direct it. Cause that guy's just
And I
anyway.
think what did I say? I said Rihanna should play Madonna's character.
Yes.
I could see
Yes.
Rihanna doing
But
that.
watch, they're gonna pass her up and give us Beyonce. Not that I won't be mad at it, but of course, automatic
I'm
shoe in.
sorry, but Beyonce is a horrible actress.
She
I
can't
just
act.
she just it's like the thing about acting is that when you are given your lines, they tell you that you study your lines, but you don't want to get it exactly like what is written. You want to make it your own. You have to become that character.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce has she has no problem becoming Sasha Fierce, but it's just difficult for her to get into or jump into different characters. Like she does not change. Like Nicolas Cage, for instance, he acts the same way in every single movie.
I don't understand how he became as popular as he became, because a lot of his movies were not good.
Right.
The only Nick Cage movie that I can watch and say that I thoroughly enjoyed it was Face Off with John Travolta.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage
And
is a horrible.
it was smart of him to, because he's related to Francis Ford Coppola. I think he's the nephew or something. So he was smart to not use the Coppola name, because he would have did it a great disservice.
Yeah,
He would have
right.
fucked it up. Like, you're no longer a Coppola. And he said he wanted something edgy. So Nicolas Cage sounded kind of pornish, but yeah, there we are.
Well, I want to see Beyonce in she's terrible in comedies. I don't think she's funny.
That Austin Powers shit, she could have left that alone.
Oh, but Foxy Cleopatra. Like I was like, no, please,
She was doing too
please.
much.
She was just, and I'm Fox. I'm like, yo, Beyonce, if you swivel your neck again.
They probably told her to do that, to give it a little black edginess. They probably told her to do that shit.
Yeah, they probably did. Get more into the character. But a lot of us forget. Did she have a role in Pink Panther, the Pink Panther movie, or was it just a song that she did for it?
Please hold while I direct your call.
Check up on it. That was my song. I don't really
Yeah.
bump Beyonce's music like that, but check up on it. That is a bop for me.
That was my shit. I like that. I think she did play in it, the joint with Steve Martin.
Yeah.
I think she did play in it.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
And- okay.
I know she has a song in there too.
Yeah, check up on it. Oh, Don't you like what you see when you gonna wanna check up on it? Yeah, that song was hot.
Yeah, she played Zania.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, she was in
No
that.
more, no more for that.
Yeah.
Do not touch. Do not touch. Who framed Roger Rabbit? I don't want anyone to.
Absolutely not. No, do not touch it. That's one of
And you
my
know what?
one of my favorite all-time movies as a kid. I love that movie. I swear if I had it on DVD, I'd watch it right now. Netflix,
That's my
if you
favorite
can hear
movie.
me, put Roger Rabbit on Netflix. Thank you.
I
Management.
used to love Roger Rabbit. I just did not understand any of the jokes as a kid. I just knew that it was funny. And my mom used to be falling out laughing. And I'm like, okay, now I get it as an adult that a lot of the jokes were not for kids.
Exactly. The
I didn't know that.
the double entendres.
Yep.
There was entanglements.
Yep. Patty cake was patty
Hmm.
cake.
Patty cake.
Patty cake.
Yo, patty cake used to drive them nuts.
And
But
you had Eddie Valiant. Eddie Valiant was a drunk ass detective. He was mad because, some a tune dropped a piano on his brother's head. And my favorite scene out of that whole movie
and he
was
spent his
when
whole he spent his whole career going after cartoons. That's the funny part. Now that I'm grown and fully understand it, this grown ass man was going after drawings in 3D animations because a cartoon killed his brother dropping a piano on his head. Oh my
no,
god.
I love the end when when they when they're freestyling. He's freestyling with the see Roger is his name.
Oh my gosh, that was kind of. I wish I could play a part of it, but it's gonna
He said
clip.
walls. That doesn't rhyme with walls. He goes, no, but this does.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I could quote that movie. That movie was a straight up quotable.
And Jessica Rabbit was just. She was a thought.
She was playing patty cake with everybody.
She was for the streets. Jessica.
Clarabelle, Roger Rabbit, yes, was the husband of Jessica Rabbit. Um, I mean,
Yeah.
she's he's married to. She's like, yeah. What a lucky goyle.
I hate you.
that, that Betty Boop.
Oh my god, the big ass lollipop ass head. Oh my gosh, who was it? One of the guy, one of the. I think she was on. She was on stage singing and dancing, and of course Betty Boop is like all head and titties and like small ass legs, and and so when she got off the stage, she was walking through the crowd, and one of the men in the audience was like looking her up and down. She was like, "Hey, up here, Buster."
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
no,
we're
that
so
will
old.
forever.
We're old.
That will forever be like. And the thing that was crazy about that movie was that if you look at that movie versus today's movies, it's so obvious with today's movies that shit has CGI technology.
Yeah.
But then you
Back
look at
back then, we didn't care.
it, we didn't notice it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Because it's like they worked their asses off trying to make it seem real.
they did a good
And I
job.
think what was the last movie that was kind of like CGI? They didn't go crazy with it. I think it was probably with what's his face? Brendan Fraser in that Bugs Bunny movie. He's another one, man. He was such a good actor. Like that whole
What happened
Mummy
to him?
he's blacklisted. Just he's blacklisted because he wasn't letting no Hollywood dudes, touch up on him, and he spoke out about, these Hollywood people that sexually assaulted him.
Wow. I
And he
had no
spoke
idea.
yeah, he spoke out. He's been blacklisted ever. I think it was in Vanity Fair magazine because it was like, where is Brendan Fraser? And he did an interview, and I used to love Brendan Fraser. Like that was my dude. I just thought he was such a great actor. And he said, yeah, he says he wasn't feeling that. He's like a real dude. Like, look, I'd rather leave the business than let some dudes try to grab up on my private areas during parties and stuff like that, like the Terry Crews should have did. But the way that I look at it, Terry Crews, I'm a person, I got sexually assaulted at work working in the car business. And you know what I did? I left the car business. It only took one time.
Wow. I'm looking at Brendan Fraser's Wikipedia, and it said that back in 2018, he alleged that he was sexually assaulted by Philip Burke, the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, at a luncheon in the. Why are they sexual harassing people in luncheons? Um,
Because that's what industry parties do.
in
And
two,
industry
in
parties are all like that.
in the summer 2003, the incident, his subsequent divorce, and the death of his mother launched Fraser into a depression that, combined with his health issues and a backlash within the industry over speaking out against Burke, he believes caused his career to decline.
Yeah.
He's been doing some voiceover work for some cartoon type deals,
Yeah.
but other than that, he hasn't been on the silver screen in a long time.
Yeah, he's pretty much heard but not seen.
Yeah,
But that's the thing that I
like
say,
like
like,
like like Val Kilmer.
yeah, another one, one of the best Batmans. Um,
No, he ain't.
to me, what are you gonna say? George Clooney, who is the worst Batman ever,
Absolutely not.
ever.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was
because we
cringy.
always be having these debates on who was the best Joker. We know it was Heath Ledger. We know that. Yeah, he was in
we
George of the Jungle. He was in Bedazzled. Bedazzled was another good movie. With Elizabeth Hurley, she played the devil. Um, he was in the face of the Mummy before The Rock came on. Over that shit.
uh Scorpion King. That was my shit. I went to the theaters to see that.
I don't know. I stopped after the second one. I didn't really like the Mummy after that.
Oh wow! So I just happened to look this up about Val Kilmer and the reason why we hadn't seen or heard from him. Uh, he had some type of hold on. He had some type of cancer was which caused him to lose his voice.
Mm.
Wow.
Joaquin Phoenix. I have to watch the new Joker before I even say anything. So I'm
I
I'm gonna I'm
hadn't
a hold.
I hadn't watched it either. I hadn't seen it.
My dad sent me the video, the movie HD. I have to watch it, but I don't know. When it comes to these characters, you know, the only reason why I was very hesitant on seeing the Joker is because once again, they want to keep trying to humanize, bad characters. You're talking about a person that was watching Batman from when it was just a cartoon, um, which was one of the best cartoons ever because they had, Sandman and, it's just Harley Quinn, my favorite. That's why my whole motif, everything is black and red because I love Harley Quinn. That's like my hacker name, by the way. Um, but I just think that they changed too much. Like I didn't like Suicide Squad. I thought that that was a terrible movie.
They could have left that.
Yeah, we didn't need Suicide Squad. Jared Leto, fuck,
Wamp wamp.
like Jared Leto. I mean, I like him as
He just looked trashy as a Joker with all the face marks and all this crazy shit.
yeah. I didn't like it.
Yeah, he
It was like the trap version of Joker.
yeah, he just looked
I didn't
trashy,
really like. I didn't really like that.
like all methed out and everything.
Where Jared Leto belongs is in 30 Seconds to Mars to me. He's an amazing vocalist, and I just think he's a great artist. I don't think he's a good actor.
There are some actors who would do better in music and vice versa.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed with Jamie Foxx because if I just think if he would have had a better, team, he would have had a dope ass album.
Jamie Foxx does it all. He's done it all. I do have his album on my saved Spotify list. Uh,
Yeah, my grandmother, that was the last album I bought her was the Jamie Foxx. You couldn't tell her anything about Jamie Foxx.
yeah, Intuition was all right.
It was a good album.
It,
Yeah.
it was a good album. I just wish he came up with like more like ballads and stuff because he can sing. Jamie Foxx can sing.
He sangs.
He
He,
sings.
he got some pipes. He could sing.
But would you want another album from Eddie Murphy before you want another album from Jamie Foxx? Absolutely not. Um,
Well,
Eddie
if we get a party all the time remix, yeah.
with Eddie or like a remake.
I just think he should just do the hook.
They will probably take the hook off the old one and sample it. You know how they do.
Yeah. Art Lover says Eddie, hell no. Clarabelle says just like Will Smith. Will Smith, you know what?
I want Will Smith for once to just get into the booth and just let it all hang out. He's been too much of a happy rapper for over 30 years. Bruh, I'm gonna need for you to channel some anger, some hurt, some other shit, and I'm gonna need for you to drop a few cuss words in one of your songs. At least once.
Hmm.
Just give me one of those. Just give me a couple of just yeah, you mother haha woohoo. Yeah, big Willie mother. Yeah, give me a few of those. Yeah, you thought you was getting jiggy? Get jiggy with this. And all you mother can suck my and Jada. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, baby. I love you.
you know, that was,
Haha. Like no. Big Willie style. Motherfuckers.
No, I'm not gonna lie though. Getting jiggy with it will always be one of my favorite songs. That and just the two of us.
Eh,
I mean, he does good corny music, but you know what? Think that
just the two of us is only for like that's a Father's Day song.
yeah.
And yeah, fuck all that.
I like the on that album. My favorite song when I used to play that album heavy as a kid. I would say I was always playing Candy. I used to love like just what he said on it, and then he had like the original. Uh, Clarabelle says Will Smith is like that fun white dad. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, Will Smith, I don't think has ever said anything above the word damn. He might have said hell a few times, but those are PG-13 cuss words. Any
That is true, Art Lover.
anybody can say damn and hell, but
Art Lover says I like the poetry from Jada Pinkett on his albums, though.
yeah,
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 yeah.
that was
I was feeling that.
that was
Yeah.
before. Now I wonder if you can go back and listen to it and knowing what we know now, like does that still listen the same?
I don't know. You know what? I honestly don't think that they are together and have been together for a long time. I just, sometimes you got to understand marriages is like a business. They're a business together. So, I mean, I really don't think that they have been a couple for a long time, but you ain't going to mess up your bag. You know what I'm saying? Like if Will Smith and Jada broke up, you know, what's going to happen? Social media is going to want to pick sides and,
Mm-hmm.
whose fault was it? Sometimes relationships just end. It doesn't necessarily have to be cheating involved. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything. I mean, I've seen couples break up um over like issues like the wife could not take the fact that the husband was spending all their money. So, what do you do in a situation like that? He kept opening accounts in her name, and her whole paycheck was being pissed away because he had a gambling issue. I mean, she had to leave him because that's financial abuse. A lot of people don't realize that that is a form of abuse, which is financial abuse. So it's not all cheating. It's not all, you know, abuse as far as physical. It's just this financial abuse, is emotional abuse. I don't think that they've been together for a very, very long time. And yes, Jerusalem, money is a big reason why marriages do fail. This is why I say to people with these Facebook posts and shit, these chicks that want men that have immaculate credit. Okay, cool. That's your preference. Who cares?
Yeah,
And I know you saw that
yeah,
post. Did you
yeah,
see that post?
but at the same time, do you have what you like? Do you have what you're demanding? Do you even have that, or
Most women, no,
or near it?
most.
So how can you demand that? How can you demand that you want to be with the man who has 800 credit, black card, privileges, and a Tesla and a this that, and you got a bus pass, your account's overdraft by $35,000, and you've been rocking the same lace front by 6 months. How can you demand that when your life is in shambles? You can't.
That is true. However, I feel like, right, this whole idea of that people have of standards, um, I get frustrated because I'm like, everybody has standards, right? Like, I wouldn't want to be with somebody that's abusive. So that's a standard, right?
Well, that's just
Or,
common sense.
well, there's some chicks that are into that shit. To be honest with you,
Weirdos.
there are some women out here that love being a victim. They
Weirdos.
they love the attention. They love, just having their lives disrupted. And it just yeah, it doesn't make sense to me, Clarabelle. Um, Art Lover says most girls like it when a man beats them. If he's not beating him, that then they ain't going. Like, there's some chicks that believe that if a man is not beating their ass, that he doesn't love them.
Remember what I told you the other day? Excuse me. We were talking about that, and I had told you that there are some people that were going on Facebook talking about some. I feel that if a man doesn't hit me in the mouth at least once, he doesn't truly love me. Bitch, what? So you need to get popped in the teeth like Emily just to be just to be loved?
That's ridiculous.
And speaking of getting popped in the teeth, you saw what happened. Emily went on and got them jibs fixed up, and her and Fab still together.
Hmm. But not only that, I just think that Facebook is not the place to talk about your
So,
standards.
social media, period, is not the place.
Well, definitely Facebook. Let me tell you, this is what I've noticed over the years. I've had Facebook since it first came out. I'm not talking when people came over from MySpace when MySpace died. I had Facebook when you only could get on Facebook when you had a work email or a school email. Otherwise, you could not get onto Facebook. At the time, it wasn't even Facebook, it was the Facebook. That's how far, that's how long I've had that shit,
That
right?
shit sounds so old.
Look, it was so,
I got
and
onto Facebook, I think 2000 and what? 6 or 7.
six,
Yeah.
like 2006, yeah. Yeah, it was like Facebook is what LinkedIn was. You could not go on there putting up statuses about I had a bad day. Everything had to be professional. You could not put up a photo, a profile picture of you like this. It had to be your work, your employee or school ID picture. So when they changed all this and then, they decided to let all the people, we called y'all the MySpacers. It's like, oh my God, they're talking about letting anybody join this shit. I will never forget the day when they opened it up for everybody to sign up for Facebook. It was almost like watching an immaculate Empire State Building being tagged up by some fucking goons from it was just like, what is going on here? Like, and it's like I just became so cringed, like, oh, like, okay, so you mofos are here now, right? So then they started changing it and adding more this and adding more. So just like I know, Facebook is a shitty platform now. It's a shitty platform. My homeboy hit me up yesterday, asked me, Minx, did you promote me or something? I said, well, I'm always promoting my people. Why, what's up? Yo, he sends me a screenshot. He got 300 friend requests
Great.
in two,
Great day.
300 friend requests in 2 minutes,
That's a
and
lot.
was getting friend requests. Where were they all from?
Where did you
Exactly.
come from?
You know where they were all from? I'm not trying to be, region racist. They were all from India, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are all these scams coming from? You got all these people on Facebook now that keep sharing, and me and 759, we moderate a group that I stole.
Took that shit. It's
You
mine.
snooze, you snooze, you lose. But we're moderating a group, and I had to turn off the option for people to just post shit because there are so many scams. Rihanna is not going to give you a $500 cash app. Okay,
Why would y'all?
LeBron.
Why would y'all even believe that?
And literally on these posts, I kid you not, I go to YouTube. You go to YouTube and you type in celebrity Instagram live or whatever. You could download that shit. You could download these live streams and then go live from your computer with the feed. So this is what they are doing. So I'm like, yo, y'all really think that LeBron is gonna cash app you money? LeBron James is gonna cash app yo broke ass.
You dumb if you think.
These celebrities are not giving away money, okay? They are not giving away money. They are not offering you slots on no fucking mixtape. Y'all have to wake up and smell the coffee, okay? These scammers are rampant. They know we are going through a crisis. They are waiting for the next stimulus check because there's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers that are waiting to spend money like maliciously. So it just infuriates me.
And then you see people comment, "Hey LeBron, pick me. My Cash App is." You finna get hacked.
Not even that. You don't ever give out those credentials to anybody. I don't care if you have it in your bio and shit. That's cute. Hold on. Art Lover says, did you hear people are getting checks for filing the taxes but not tax money?
Wait, what?
What do you mean, Art Lover? Because there's been a lot of fraudulent activity since this pandemic began. Okay, you got people that are hitting you. First of all, don't get into no Forex, nothing. If you don't understand foreign exchange, how to work the market, if you don't understand crypto, anything, don't invest in that.
Uh, I've been seeing that on Facebook. I've been seeing that on Twitter. Everybody's jumping on that crypto stuff now.
But they don't know what the hell
I
they're
don't I don't
talking
know
about.
I don't know anything about it. So I'm not even gonna sit here like, yeah, I just made such and such and such and I invested $20 and this is what I can get. Inbox me for more information. No. Cause
Art lovers said,
that's a game of risks. Risk that I'm not financially able to take ever.
Art lover says the government is sending out checks for people who just have their tax papers. Y'all don't realize that they're gonna come once this pandemic stuff slows down, because it's not gonna go away. But once it slows down and we start going back into civilization like we were, I give it another 2 years. You don't think that they're gonna come back around and say, wait a minute, we overpaid a lot of people. You got people that really need help and they can't get help. I mean, there's businesses out here I'm noticing. I've been seeing a bunch of dudes talking, y'all. I told y'all to get on this LLC, y'all. Y'all, look, I got 10 stacks. Because you know the government, you dumbass. It is a loan.
Oh goodness.
You don't know the difference between a grant and a loan, then your ass don't need to be putting your information into nothing. What they're doing is that they're going to the IRS, they're getting EIN numbers. These are free, right? You don't have to pay to get an EIN number, okay? And then they're taking that EIN number and then they're applying for these grants and loans because of the pandemic, saying that they have been in business for years and they just been in business for 2 hours. You got your EIN number, and now you're getting $10,000. You're not doing, you don't think you need to do a paper trail of where that money's going? I swear people are just dumb.
I, yeah, I couldn't do it
So we gonna flip this. Flip what?
because it's
Flip
like,
what?
it's like I see that you're getting excited over the fact that you're getting into a new quote unquote business venture, but once again, if you don't read the fine print, if you don't even crack open the manual, you're gonna find yourself in some shit.
In jail. It's
Right.
fraud. That
Yeah.
is fraud.
That's
Okay.
federal. That's 15 years tops. That's off rip.
A lot
So
of people are going to jail. And this is the thing that I laugh about too, because I'm like, the bottom line is when you are an LLC, a limited liability corporation, a limited liability partnership, it doesn't matter. You have to show invoices. Okay? Invoices. So if I go and I pay $150 for a mic stand, that is a business expense, which means that I would now have to go ahead and write it down so that when the tax man comes around next year, I could say I spent $150 on this. I spent $200 on that. I had to pay rent at my location. It was $1,500 per month. They need to see the paper trail. You asked the government for money. The government gave you money. Now you have to show that all of that accounts for something. But you out here flexing on Instagram. You better be flexing when you wearing your striped shirt and your ball and chain.
y'all keep on doing it. Y'all let me know how it turns out in the end.
I've seen so much of this. I kid you not. Well, I'm just sitting around laughing, looking at all these magical LLCs that are popping out. And I'm like, oh, wow, you got 10 grand. I turned down my grant because I'm not ready for a grant yet. I'm not ready for that. So, yeah, yeah, flexing an entire stimulus check for your business. Yes, Clarabelle. Clarabelle says government money comes with blood all
All the
the time.
time. All the time. You're gambling with the government every time.
And speaking of,
Uh-oh.
well, I know we had topics and we probably didn't touch any of them,
Oh,
but
well, we did one.
I have one. Um,
Before
I
we get
want to hear.
before we get into that topic, I do have a quick question.
Yes,
Do you think that it is cringy to put your producer credits in your bio?
yes.
Okay. Continue with your topic. You know where I
You,
got that from?
I'm gonna tell you. Yes, I do know. I didn't want to say nothing because you know how I am, right? So if it's okay for producers to put their credits in their bio, right? Why don't you have a bio like a EPK in your bio then? Like, wouldn't that be like more suffice, like more professional, instead of just saying, "Hell, I did work for." Okay, good. Show us the resume. I don't want to see what's in your bio. But that's like me saying in my bio, cousin of John the Don, hot URL battle rapper, or daughter of Sean Waters from the Force MDs. Then you'd be like,
Flex.
me,
Flexing.
Why would you be writing that? Why would you need to write that in your bio? It's the same shit. I'm related to them. I'm related to them.
I just think it's kind of like cringe. It is.
It is kind of cringe. I would say that if you're Grammy nominated, yes, Grammy nominated award-winning producer, right? I don't need to know that you produced for Beyonce. I don't need you to write all of that. I mean, to each his own, but it is kind of a flex because then you get a person like me. You did a song for Beyonce. Okay, where's your latest shit? You haven't had a placement after that. So what's the purpose of writing? If you don't have placements as of the last 60 days, you don't need to have no producer credits and nothing.
So basically,
That's your
here's so basically like here's the consensus of what people think. So the question was asked, and one person replied, "If you say yes, you're crazy. Why would you not want to show off your work, especially if you're upcoming?" So one person commented, "That shit wild whack." Responded, "Putting your credits in your bio was whack." Someone says, "Pick me ass credits. Half the songs credited probably trash. If the song was lit, you wouldn't need credits in your bio because your work speak for itself."
It's kind of true.
Someone says, "What the fuck is that pick me about? What is pick me about that? You're forgetting music is 90% marketing and networking, just like any other business."
But that's not marketing. I
Uh,
don't look,
and
that's not marketing.
this guy, Nino Andretti, who I don't know, he might be an indie artist, but if so, I do need to look him up. He says, "I let my work speak for itself. Fuck, I look like sending you my big placements. I want people to fuck with me for my sound, not for the clout of working with someone." Now
I,
that is a quote.
but that's the truth. I mean, people always ask me all the time, you have such a handle female producer. Who have you worked with? The way that I look at it, if you want to be actual factual, you got BMI right. You got ASCAP right.
You got
Look me
Google.
up.
You got Google, right?
Look me up. You want to see my credits? Look me up. So honestly, I just think that the producer community is such a negative community. I can't fuck with nobody that's a producer, to be honest with you, besides you. But everybody else, I'm like, y'all just be putting these little fucking, you know, lassoed bait because you want to debate people because you mad because you're not selling shit. I'm like, we ain't here for that. You're a producer, you're a beat maker, you making placements, you're getting your $25 beat star sales. Congratulations. Keep selling beats. Don't be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram trying to educate motherfuckers. We not here to hear that. Sell the beats.
Hmm.
Period. Like
The guy that put that last tweet that I read, he said women should put who they slept with in the bios like producers do with credits. There'll be some long ass credits, bruh, for some of these bras.
true.
I agree. He is a DJ and engineer. He doesn't put his little credits out, but he did put his email. He said, "My ego matches my work ethic."
Yeah, Clarabelle. It's a bit like a little 8-bit uh thing that I got in the background.
He's got
I
a
love
hell of a lot of shit for on his link tree. Good lord.
well, here's what I say now, right? If we're gonna look at it that way, I'm gonna start putting my dad and John in my credits too.
I ain't related to nobody, but I sure can. I When you're online, you are whoever you want to be online. They won't know.
They won't know. I could easily say I'm a 10-time Grammy nominated producer, award winning, and people will be like, "Oh my God, word!"
Aretha Franklin is my great great aunt. Believe it or not.
Thank you, Sneezy.
And nobody will ever know. Nobody's going to ask me for proof. Nobody
Art
cares. She's not really
Listen,
related
art
to me.
lover. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you how simple it is, art lover. Anybody. When I say anybody, all you need to do is get your ass cap, right? That's it. You can register a fart, okay, featuring Drake, and it will pop up and it will say a fart featuring Drake. These are your writing credits. These are the credits for Drake. And Drake's people ain't gonna hit you up because all they're looking at that is, oh, Drake is owed money. Okay, I ain't gonna bother him about that.
It was a fart. A word. Oh,
Fart, a fart.
whatever.
You could register a fart. So it's like people they don't understand that process. But if I wanted to, like, there's been several times that when I've gotten into fights with Barb's, and they're like, "Well, what the hell do you mean?" Well, the only reason why Nicki has 30 writers on it is because, and I'm like, okay,
They
why
really
don't we
try to
go?
defend that.
Yeah, I'm like, why don't we head over to ASCAP and we will read the credits of the song? Because I'm not going by what Rap Genius says. I'm gonna go by what the publishing company says, what the writers say. But anywho, yes, Clarabelle, you're right, and we're gonna close out the show with this too, because this is kind of important. I wanted to bring this up. I don't know if you saw my post. Did you see my post 7 about what's her face? The OnlyFans,
I just saw that.
Masika.
Oh no, it was.
Masika,
Oh, it was another one. It was some Bella bitch. She made like 1.2 million in 24 hours on OnlyFans. She's a multimillionaire. What the fuck do you need? You know what?
all they gotta do is just share the shit that they've been posting on Instagram. Um, okay, so Masika, she is from the critically acclaimed Love and Hip Hop, right? Is that where
Crit-
she's from?
critically acclaimed. Yes.
That's what. Okay. So Masika put out a video. It is not up anymore. So basically, she writes in the caption. She says, "I've been kidnapped. I'm in a warehouse somewhere. I don't know where. I'm so scared. They took all my money and they want more. Please help me. Click on the link in my bio. Subscribe to my OnlyFans and tip me so that they'll let me go. Hurry, they're coming."
Wow. And then
This is
and then Jocelyn posted on the Shade Room comment, "You have a daughter, SMH."
this this is
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, that's the one.
And she has these bruises all over her. She shows her butt with a big bruise. And this is my thoughts on this. I wanted to hear yours too, Seven, because the way that I look at it, we are in an era, Masika, where women are being killed
For
for their
real.
organs.
For real.
They are being kidnapped. They are being murdered. They are being trafficked. There are women right now crying because they don't know where they are. There are women crying because they know that they are going to be murdered. And your dumbass thought that it would be a good marketing technique to simulate this as a mother.
Someone tweeted, so Masika wanted us to believe that she could make an Instagram video but not call the police. Facts. That's my whole thing.
Listen,
Hey,
I don't
hold on,
know.
hold on. And there's someone whose Twitter name, I kid you not, is at Minx Maid, spelled exactly the way yours is. I'm like, wait, does she got a second page I don't know nothing about? And she basically said what you said. Masika thought a
Uh-oh.
video. Masika thought a video of her grown ass in lingerie and battered naked ass would bring awareness to actual battered trafficked children who are forced into sex work. She prostituted the cause by promoting the very thing being fought to the end. Disrespectful, you have no real friends.
But my question, this is why I say to you guys that these motherfuckers, they don't have money. You see how desperate they are? That they would go to this level of disrespect. And not only do they not have any money, they don't have people that are managing their social media, because a social media manager, a real one, if that shit would have came across me to post, I'd be like, Masika, can we talk for a minute?
Yeah.
I don't really think this is a good idea. Here's why. They're just
This is
It's
this is the worst type of clout chase I've ever seen in life. Then she came out and said the video was fake. Look, if you're already not liked and irrelevant now, you will be forever trashed every time your name comes up. That's it.
She didn't have to do all of that. And you know what? I was very, very upset when I saw this because you know that I've been heavy onto this trafficking shit. Been
Yeah.
studying it because it's a real thing. It is a real thing that's happening. It's what's going on. Okay. You got women, if you remember, there was a period of time where women were being picked up in white trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 34 years old, Sneezy. Um, this is a real serious situation. And it's like, why would you want to play with that? You know, Oh, especially women that were probably her fans that probably were assaulted or something like that. You just lost your whole fan base because you were so desperate for OnlyFans. This is why I say OnlyFans, they're actually under a huge investigation right now for tax evasion. So, any of you broads that are tuned in, I recommend that you cash that shit out because that's a big problem. And
Yeah.
OnlyFans, you know, I always thought that OnlyFans from the beginning, I knew it was a sexual thing. I knew it was for porn stars to keep in contact from what I thought OnlyFans was a social networking site for people that did porn and sex work. Thank you, Sneezy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Is someone knocking? What's the Oh, you got me coffee. Oh, great.
Show almost over now. Oh, he gave you
Oh, and
the work cup. Oh shit. Hey,
hey.
gang gang.
No, but this is the thing. I don't have a problem with OnlyFans. I think everybody should monetize themselves online.
So
Even
a guy tweeted, "How about this? If I launch an OnlyFans and get to 2 million a year in subscriptions, what Bella Thorne made in a week." That was what I was talking about. I'll quit my show and become. Hold on. I'll quit my show and become a full-time professional digi daddy. All the laundry folding, dinner making, pep talk content you can handle.
Digi Daddy,
Digi daddy.
he better patent that name.
He's
You never know that. You know that there's people out here that get paid to cuddle with people.
pay me. Pay me. I will do that.
But listen, imagine, hi, my name is Rick. I'm single, but I can listen to your problems. I can teach you how to change your oil. Just pay me $15 a month and I will listen to your problems. I will listen to your bad day. And and yeah. You know
People
how many chicks
people thought I was weird for saying I wanted to be like a professional cuddler. Like that sounds so cringe and nasty, but you're not having sex with them, you're not kissing them, you're just spooning them. That's all.
but you know what? There is a job that I would do pertaining to that. And that's just sitting in a nursery with kids that have been abandoned or they're waiting for their foster families to get them. And they just need to have like human touch. So you just wrap them in the blankie, you sit in a rocking chair and you just rock them. That's what you do.
I could see you doing
I would do that. And I would talk to every single one of them. Be like, hey, I'm Minx. You're a baby. How are you?
that. I'm Minx, your baby. Oh my
That's what I said to Gina. That's what I said to Gina. Gina, they put her on me. Her eyes are big. She was like, "Who is this bitch?" And I'm like, "Who is this baby?"
I'm mom, you're a baby.
I'm I literally, yo, dead ass. I really introduced myself. I
Oh man.
literally introduced myself to my child when she was born. I was like, "Hey, what up? Um, what do you say to a newborn?" Right? That's what most people say. What do you say to? I was listening. I was trying to hear Gino say, "Is he gonna do the cringy dad thing?" Like, "Hey, I'm your dad." He just looked at me and said, "I don't know what I'm doing."
Yeah, yeah, there it is. I have
It's
no
like you're.
idea what's going on here.
He was like this, dude. Do I put?
Petrified.
I said you could sit with her. He's like, I think I should just stand. I said, will you just sit with her? He's just like, okay. And he's sitting down, and she started moving. He's like, oh my god, she's moving. Take her, take her, take her, take her.
Oh, that's so cute.
He was scared to death. But from
I,
the
I
moment
thought
that I
I,
looked
I
at her,
thought I was the only person that was awkward with babies. Sheesh.
I was awkward as fuck. I didn't know what to think. I was like, yeah.
Hi, mom.
So
I'm baby.
it was almost like that scene in Look Who's Talking when she goes, so you're the little person that's been kicking me, whatever. He said, well, you've been eating all that spicy food.
I believe in transference of energy when it comes to babies because my cousin, who is now 5, when she was in the womb and her mom had an affinity for pancakes, she would only use me for my pancakes. To this day, my cousin doesn't eat pancakes. I would sit there and mess with her in the belly, and I tap the little. Hey, you in there? Hey, hey, you in there? Move, do something. And I put my ear to the stomach to hear her moving around, and she kicked me. To this day, she fights.
Yep,
To this day, me and her, we fight. We play fight.
yep.
And she beats me up. That's the transfers. Yo, hey, you up? You hungry? I got pancakes.
That's how it was with me.
So yeah, I believe in
Our lover, our lover says, oh, we on that pancakes or waffles again?
No, I had some for breakfast though.
I didn't. I had a bacon and omelet. I think it was one of those things.
Yeah, I started
No,
making fried eggs with my pancakes because I like when the yolk touch my pancakes. Don't do that.
please let us know if you haven't.
You know what?
Oh
You
God.
you know what? We're not gonna do this again. I don't know.
I
I just like it's like a salty sweet deal. I don't even put the syrup on my pancakes. I eat my eggs first because I'm weird like that, and I take the yolk.
Clarabelle says, do you like runny eggs?
Yes,
It depends. It depends on the bread for me.
I I
If it's
will
toast, I can't do it. No,
if it's toasted. Yes,
no, I can't.
because once the yolk gets inside the bread a little bit, and it's oh my gosh, y'all. All right, we're not gonna do this, y'all. We got to close this shit out so we can get up out of here. Talking about egg sandwiches and shit. Yeah, I actually had a fried egg sandwich the other day, and I toasted my bread, and I was like, I wonder, and I put cheese on it, and I fried my egg just enough to where it was almost all the way cooked, but I still had that little runny part if I wanted it. Don't twist your face, Jesus.
It depends on. For me, I'm just gonna say it's kind of weird, but okay.
Don't judge me. Don't judge. I feel like I'm being judged. I feel like Caffeine TV is judging me, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and end the show right here since y'all want to be some judgeroos. Um,
Well, one more thing we forgot to mention yesterday.
uh,
Um, Aaliyah's birthday
yeah,
was yesterday,
yeah, yeah,
and she. I feel that again another amazing artist whose career was cut down for negligence. You know what I'm saying? I just it bothers me because I
yeah,
really wanted to meet her. Aaliyah.
yeah.
Aaliyah. I mean, Aaliyah. But I will say if they ever come out on Netflix with a Queen of the Damned reboot where it's like a TV show type shit, I am auditioning for that shit. Better believe that.
Yeah, I could see that. I could
I
see it.
love that movie. Gino always laughs at me because when that movie comes on, he's like, "Oh, I sit like a little kid, Indian style on the floor, and I'm like, oh, is that what you're going to do?" He's just like,
This
Really?
this bitch is nuts. How many times have you seen this movie?
Too many. And I know the whole soundtrack by heart.
Gino and I are gonna have to have a meeting of the minds because it's scary how
Yeah.
just how much alike we are. We're gonna have to have a meeting of the minds. We're gonna talk about you a lot.
No, but I love that movie. That Queen of the Damned is such an amazing movie. I'm so angry that Anne Rice did not complete the whole series, like even the idea of Akasha. I want to know where Akasha came from. I know that she was a vampire that was frozen. Why was she frozen? We know it's because she wanted to kill the whole world. I
I'm
want to see
surprised. I'm
that.
surprised they didn't decide to do like a continuation
I wrote
because
a book on it. I did a fandom. What was it? What a fan fiction? I did a fan fiction about that.
yeah, they ought to come out with like an origin story, or origin movie.
It
And
would be perfect.
and speaking of movies, why are they still advertising it as if we're gonna go to a movie theater to see it?
What, in the theater?
Yeah, they'll promote the movie and they'll show the trailer and then it says coming soon to a theater. Bitch, no it ain't. Ain't nobody
Like what
going.
theater? You mean it's going
My living room,
right to Netflix, right?
straight to DVD. Like what we doing here? But
But that's why I really like, certain things like that, spin-offs. We need spin-offs. No more reboots. Give us spin-offs. You
some
know,
spinoffs should have stayed unspent, spunt, whatever the word is. Like who said we needed a Frasier spinoff of Cheers? Like nobody asked for that.
but it was pretty dope.
Mm,
It was pretty dope.
if you into that type of thing, I watched.
That was like the shit that you watched after, drinking for a long time and the room is spinning and you're just like, what's on the TV? Oh, it's Frasier again.
Fuck it. I watched the Golden Girls before I watched that shit. I love Golden Girls. Uh,
Oh yeah, I watched that, yeah.
yeah, I'll be at work, and I, depending on what floor I work on, this is one resident that watches the Golden Girls, and her TV would be. I'll be up walking up the hall laughing because I'm listening to her TV.
And I bet you it's always Sophia's ass.
Oh my God, yes, love Sophia. Her and Dorothy.
Sophia,
Her and Dorothy. Oh my gosh.
Shady Pines, ma.
Shady Pines, ma.
Everybody
Oh,
used to say I reminded them of Rose though, and I never liked that. They always had me as the
Rose,
goofy one.
no, because Rose had a very good heart. She meant well. She was a bit of a doof, but she meant well.
Bit of a doof.
She was a
Back
bit
in
of a
St.
doof.
Olaf.
We had to
Back in St. Olaf.
we had the McCluver Hoover. Like, bitch, we don't know how to spell McCluver Hoover. We don't know what that shit is. Oh, it's a wedding cake. Like, Rose, go sit in the corner.
Dorothy was my favorite too. I didn't like Blanche too much. Blanche was just too
I
out.
later I later learned about Blanche, her origins and all that, and I was like, I'm gonna back away from Blanche a little bit. I can't
Yeah,
connect with
she was
her.
racist. Wasn't she like around racist people and shit?
My daddy owned a plantation,
Yeah,
and
she
she
was racist.
and she gl- she lit up when she spoke about daddy's plantation.
Big Daddy.
Big daddy owned a plantation. Clarabelle, yo, you know, my daddy owned this
Clara
big plantation in Georgia.
Papa Rock.
Shit, but anyway,
She
I,
did blackface on the show. I think I remember that.
that wasn't. I
Oh,
remember.
that was
I remember the episode, but it wasn't that. I
it
do.
wasn't blackface. Yeah, it was the make what they were, you know,
Her and Rose
for,
were doing masks. They were doing face masks, and it just so happened that Dorothy's son was dating an older black woman, and the black woman come walking into the door at the same time they was walking out, and it scared the shit out of him. And she stopped. And she was like, "Oh no, 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 we're not doing blackface. Oh no, 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 no! Before you kill us, no." But they took that episode down. I'm like, why? That was a
yeah, they
teaching. That was a teaching
removed it.
moment. Like, why would you take that down? I wasn't offended. I knew the context.
Yeah, I was surprised that out of all of them, Sophia died first.
Wasn't she the oldest?
She was the oldest, but she, no, 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 she wasn't the oldest on that show.
Hold on.
She
Connect.
wasn't the oldest.
Please hold. Connecting your call. Do, 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 do.
They just made her look mad old because I remember in what movie was it? Monkey, I think it was Monkey Trouble or something like that. She played like she played a character, but her hair was brown, and I was like, I said, that's the chick from this movie. I mean, from the show. Dorothy was the oldest. Yes, she was the youngest. She was supposed to play Dorothy, but she opted out for the mom.
Rue McClanahan was the youngest.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Betty White is still with us.
Still kicking
Pan-
it. She's what, 96, 97?
yeah,
God bless you.
give us another 4. Give us another 4 years, and hang it up, relax. She was the youngest. Yes, Sophia was gangster, still smoking weed in a wheelchair. Yep. I love Betty. All she does is play with animals. She was always in those infomercials. Like, if you have a heart like of gold and you can open up your pocketbook just for a little puppy like this. I'm like, I want to empty my piggy bank for this puppy.
Take my money.
Grandmother was like, you know what they're doing with that money? They're not giving it to those dogs. I'm like, but you always donate to the American Cancer Association. What are you talking about?
Yo, here's another fun fact, and then we're really gonna leave for real, for real. B. Arthur hates cheesecake, even though they had like over 3,000 slices of cheesecake at that table.
Mm.
She actually hates cheesecake. It was Rue McClanahan's idea to give Blanche a southern accent, but I don't know if that was her idea to say Big Daddy owned a plantation in Georgia. Oh
I wanted
goodness.
to have cheesecake just because of that show,
I want
not
some
because of
now.
Diddy.
None of the Golden Girls have daughters in real life. Oh. B. Arthur's real name is Bernice Frankel. Yeah, she's
She
Jewish.
looked like a Bernice.
But Bernice. But I like Beatrice better. I like that
Right.
name. I like that name. Fits her.
It does.
It does. Well, folks, the time has come. We gotta get about this bitch. However,
Yeah.
we appreciate y'all for coming and kicking it with us for a couple of hours. And Minx and her work cup coffee. I love it. That's the shit you
It's not that bad.
that's the shit you get in the hospital.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
I'll probably be back on here later though. I'm probably gonna play because they have some tournaments and stuff for caffeine. And
I'm mad that you are able to play Call of Duty on your phone using an Xbox controller.
with my Xbox controller, right?
That looked like some MacGyver shit that you put together because I didn't think that was possible.
It is because you know what? Real quickly, the reason why I returned my original controller was because my first controller that I got stopped working properly. That came with the Xbox. I
Right.
have the One S. So I was like, this is not, no, whatever. So we bought it to GameStop before the pandemic. So they swapped it out. And I was like, I still can't hook this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So these remotes are supposed to be Bluetooth, all of the remotes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you turn off your Xbox or whatever and you turn on your Bluetooth on your phone and then do the little cycle thing, it will pop up your Xbox controller and then you could play games like Fortnite or whatever on your phone.
Oh shit.
PUBG as well as Call of Duty.
I had no
So
idea.
I didn't know that either. I thought it was only the One S. That's why when I sent Gino, I was like, "Yo, they G'd me. They gave me a One X controller, and the One S is what I have, and that's why it's not working." So, long story short, I was able to hook it up, and now I can play Call of Duty, on my phone. Um, and yeah, I like it. It's dope, and also it hooks up to my computer now, the Xbox, so I could play it on my computer screen.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at
Sneezy
you.
says, "I just use a regular PS4 controller." Yeah, see, most of these controllers are Bluetooth, so most of the games that enable it on your phone, you should be able to use your remote for it. But I'm gonna play Warzone today because I know that there was a tournament. I saw it on Discord, and I want to get an opportunity to put the women, you know, give the women a chance to shine on there, even though I'm trash on Warzone.
You're trash. What?
You know what? I'm trash with with Plunder, I'm sick. I'm nice with Plunder mode. It's with Warzone with the multiplayer shit. The Royale. I'm not really that good with the Royale because mofos don't wait for you to land and shit, man. I'm like, yo, can I hit the ground before you shoot me in the face?
Damn, you getting shot in midair.
Not even that. Your teammates and shit, they don't listen. You're the team leader. You're like, okay, we're gonna go right by my favorite place is to go right by the stadium and shit. Go by the stadium because you jump down the stadium, you go down to the roof, you're able to get some loot. You know what I'm saying? Good shit. But these dumbasses, you hear them in their shit. Hey, hey guys, you think you could revive me? No, dumbass, you should have landed next to us.
See, that's why I don't play. I don't play games like that. I can't do
You
it.
you have to have a team. Like if you play this, you have to like literally like call like a GTA 5. You can't pull off no missions with unless you make some good internet friends. Because most of my internet friends I met on GTA 5 is mofos that shot me. I'm like, yo, I literally put my head shit down. Yo, the fuck are you doing? Oh, what do you mean? What am I doing? If this is Grand Theft Auto, right? I'm like, yeah, it's Grand Theft Auto, but I'm kind of trying to like transport my drugs and shit. Like, what are you killing me for? I'm not bothering you. Well, it's a game, so. And then we start arguing, and we get into it, and then next thing I know, we're having parties again. We're part of parties and shit. Because I let them know.
That's why I don't like playing with other people because of shit like that. I don't want to do it. Nope.
It is annoying, and it's like I have friends besides you on my friends list, but everybody's always doing their own shit. Like I feel weird saying, "Hey, do you want to get a game of GTA 5 id?"
Could you get that snot bubble out your nose, kid?
That's what I'm gonna start talking to people like, "Hey, do you want to get a game id? I've been waiting all day. I just got off of work." Yeah, my Chucky voice. Yeah, but that's the only way. Fortnite is another thing. These freaking nasty dickhead kids. Like, hey, where did you learn how to play? In a ditch somewhere? I'm like, listen, bitch. I know your IP address. It's 1.168.1.3. Oh my god, that is a standard IP address.
You be seeing that
So yeah,
traumatizing kids.
oh yeah, of course. In the lobby, I am the dickest. I am such a dick. It's like, oh, we're gonna get for the sleigh. I'm like, if you get me, I will coordinate where you live, and I will make sure that your parents will not have any money to be able to let you play your fucking game.
Oh, you
Next
you
thing you know,
see you go deep with that,
3 people left.
and you run them off. Look at you. See.
Got to let them know from the beginning. You may be playing against a hacker.
See.
Art Lover says you're creepy. I know.
Very creepy. Like the fact that well, it's just the fact that you're telling people that you will get the coordinates to their house. You're gonna have them swatted and shit. You're gonna have people run up in the house. Oh my gosh, what happened? I didn't do anything wrong.
This bitch Minx. This bitch Minx.
I did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. The next thing you know, they send you a friend request on Xbox Live and shit. I'm sorry. Could you not do that no more?
Could you please, just leave my parents alone? They have nothing to do with this. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, we're really going now, guys.
And what have we learned, kids? Don't fuck with Minx when she's playing video games.
Don't do it. Just be nice. We'll play nice, but just I'm here to have fun. But if y'all mofos really be on some other shit. But yeah, I'll be back on caffeine later playing Call of Duty.
And we will be back on here Monday night at 7 p.m. for more random talk, more indie music, more foolery, fuckery, and shenanigans like the shit that Minx just pulled tonight. Yeah. Oh, honey, yes. Minxradio.com. Hit that merch tab. Check out the podcast coming up Friday night. Hustle Culture Magazine, I didn't plug them, but check them out. They're on Facebook and also Instagram. They have a you have a website, right?
For hustle culture,
Yes.
it's being worked on.
Okay, so for time being, hit them up on Facebook and Instagram. Follow them. Spread the word. Yeah, spread the word. We will have Minx's Manifestation Monday. Oh, on Monday. Duh. I know one time we did do it like on a Tuesday, because I don't know, life happens.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You did, and yeah, join the Merciless Cast on Patreon. Become a member at the top of the month, so you can get your
I
full
wasn't
month's
following
worth.
you.
Huh?
I was like, I wasn't following Art Lover. I thought I was. If I'm not following you guys, just write it in the comments. Follow me, and I'll follow you guys right now.
Yeah, shout out to our caffeine folks, man.
Yes, yes. Let's pray for Galveston. I
Yeah,
hope I said it right.
yeah, Galveston, Texas. Prayers for Louisiana. Uh, prayers for the people in Kenosha, Wisconsin, especially to the young man who got shot and was paralyzed. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, here's an. I probably forget about this Monday, but how about my public transport, the little bus system here? They protest.
Hmm.
They're protesting. They were on strike. Like no buses ran today. I'm like, thank God I'm off.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Terrible. I'll fill you in on the rest of that off, Mike. Ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. Please call and check up on your folks. Let them know that you
Oh
love
wait,
them.
I gotta put up your thing. Follow
Yeah.
759 Beats. She is on Twitter. You could
Yes.
also follow me as well, female producer. We are both. You guys could screenshot that so you can follow both of us in Twitterville. We do respond. We
Yes.
do we do engage. So yes, please do.
Please do.
Yes.
Please do. Yeah. So I think that's about it. What you think?
That is it.
Caffeine, we love y'all. Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, YouTube. We out this piece. We will see y'all Monday nights. Laters.
Monday night.